डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम लोग पढ़ेंगे वाइब्रेशन आइसोलेशन। जस्ट इसके प्रीवियस टॉपिक में हम लोग बहुत सारे वाइब्रेशन एब्जॉर्बर पढ़ रहे थे, जिसमें डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ वाइब्रेशन एब्जॉर्बर में हम लोगों ने टोर्सनल वाइब्रेशन एब्जॉर्बर, टोर्सनल वाइब्रेशन डैम्पर, सेंट्रीफ्यूगल पेंडुलम एब्जॉर्बर etc पढ़े थे। बट हमने ये भी बताया था कि वाइब्रेशन एंड आइसोलेशन, vibration absorber and vibration isolation both are different things। आज हम लोग बात करेंगे vibration isolation and vibration isolator की। Basically the high speed engine and machines, when mounted on foundation and support, it causes vibration of excessive amplitude and undesired noise because of unbalanced forces set up during their working. These are the disturbing forces. These are the machine which create disturbing forces which damage the foundation on which the machine is mounted, on which the machine is mounted. So the vibration transmitted to the foundation should be completely eliminated or reduced considerably by using some devices such as a spring, damper etc. between the foundation between the foundation and device or machine. This device basically isolate the vibration by absorbing some disturbing energy themselves and allow only a fraction of it to pass to the foundation. Thus the amplitude of vibration is minimized and structure or foundation is not put to heavy disturbance. The isolation is expressed in terms of force or motion. Lesser the amount of force or motion transmitted to the foundation, greater is said to be isolation. That means जितना ज़्यादा मोशन ये ट्रांसमिट कर पाएगा फाउंडेशन को, उतना ज़्यादा अच्छा आइसोलेशन माना जाएगा। दिस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ रेसिप्रोकेटिंग एयर कंडीशनिंग कंप्रेसर that is mounted on a flexible roof। बेसिकली किसी भी आइसोलेशन सिस्टम, वाइब्रेशन सिस्टम में दो तीन चीज होते हैं जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है। सबसे पहला ये पॉइंट है कि जो मैकेनिकल सिस्टम है या जो डिस्टर्बेंसेस है वह आ कहाँ से रहा है। दैट मीन्स द सोर्स विच इज जनरेटिंग द वाइब्रेशन, टॉर्क, अनबैलेंस etc. These typical occur at frequency which are integer multiple of the rotating frequency of the machine. Second one is the path which is the responsible for which to pass the disturbance from source to the receiver. And last one is the receiver which receives the total vibration. That means the responding system generally having many natural frequencies which can potentially be excited by vibration frequency, and it absorbs the vibration up to maximum extent. We have already gone through the various methods of the vibration reduction, in which we have already studied various type of damping, usage of the spring, absorber, isolators etc. These are the examples how the absorber works that we have already covered in our last video. Some more fruitful methods to make isolation very effective is to avoid as much as you can vibration। हमें जितना ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा अवॉइड कर सके इनिशियली, दैट वुड बी मोर बेटर। फर्दर इंटेलिजेंट डिजाइन इज फार बेटर such as characterize the system parameter, mass, stiffness, damping, और इनके कम्बिनेशन को इस तरह से हम चूज करें कि हमारा वाइब्रेशन कम से कम हो। मॉडल द डायनामिक सिस्टम यूजिंग लम्प्ड पैरामीटर मॉडल, दैट मीन्स कंटिन्यूअस मॉडल। आइडेंटिफाई द नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी, look for coincidence with excitation frequencies. If excitation forces and frequencies are known, then system response must be calculated and use the model to assess the effect of changes in the system parameters. Parameter of the system that must be known prior to design the whole vibration or machinery system. These are the source. That means you have to check how does the vibration is being coming out. That means relocate machine where potential receivers are present, जहाँ पे फाउंडेशन अच्छा हो वहीं पे मशीन लगाएं। दूसरा, रिप्लेस मशीन विथ बेटर क्वालिटी, चेंज द ऑपरेटिंग स्पीड इफ यू कैन to avoid coinciding with the natural or structural resonance, balance the rotating elements, that is balancing, and add a tuned vibration absorber and active vibration control to minimize the vibration. Another is vibration solution is path should be as effective as it must transmit maximum vibration from source to receiver. And last one, receiver should be also good to receive the vibration to minimize the vibration. It is vibration isolator. These are few examples how this is input excitation force and this is directly attached, and this is using a spring isolator spring. This is using inertia block directly on the spring, and between the spring we are using here seismic mass. Basically vibration isolation system is composed here machine bolted to rigid foundation supported on isolation spring, rigid foundation, machine attached to an inertia block and supported on isolation spring, non-rigid foundation such as floor or machine on isolation springs, seismic mass and second level of isolator spring. What should we consider in case of vertical motion? Equation is the just basic characteristics equation, mx double dot cx dot plus kx equal to f of t, that is the harmonic force, inertia force, damping force and spring stiffness force. If we neglect damping, we have already calculated the system displacement f naught by k 1 minus r square sin omega t, where r is the frequency ratio and natural frequency is defined as square root of k by m. So we can calculate here natural frequency in units of revolution per minute. The critical frequency is 60 fn, that means 60 by 2 pi square root of k by. The force transmitted to the floor, फोर्स ट्रांसमिसिबिलिटी में हम लोग ट्रांसमिसिबिलिटी रेशियो पढ़े थे, वहां पढ़ चुके हैं एफ टी इक्वल टू के एक्स. नाउ द रेशियो ऑफ फोर्स ट्रांसमिटेड एफ टी अपॉन एफ नट, फोर्स ट्रांसमिटेड टू द फोर्स अप्लाइड हार्मोनिक फोर्स 1 upon r square minus 1, frequency ratio square minus 1, this is the amplitude ratio. The transmissibility including the effect of damping, if we include the effect of damping then this will be the formula. इस फॉर्मूला में और इस फॉर्मूला में बेसिक डिफरेंस यही है कि यहाँ पे एप्सिलॉन जो है that is the critical damping ratio is 0, that means there is no damping in this case. But if we consider the damping, the basic equation for the transmissibility ratio is this one. The inclusion of damping has the greatest effect in the vicinity of resonance, decreasing the vibration amplitude. A curious effect of damping is that it results in increased amplitude at frequencies greater than root 2 fn. याद रखिएगा. The effectiveness of isolator is expressed in decibel, जो standard unit है. This is the typical vibration isolator employ helical spring. This is the helical spring to provide a stiffness and an elastomeric layer such as neoprene. This is the elastomer neoprene to provide some damping. Other types use a solid elastomers element both the stiffness and the damping. Again, these are few example of isolators. Firstly, there should be, in case of isolation, there should be no rigid connection between the unit, machine, engine or vibrating body and the base. Otherwise, the undesired vibration will be completely transmitted from unit to the base. It may again damage the supporting structure, that means the foundation. That must it should absorb the vibration and slowly it should transmit to the foundation, क्योंकि जैसे अचानक से यदि फाउंडेशन को ये ट्रांसमिट करेगा तो फाउंडेशन में गेट ब्रेक. Secondly, it should be ensured that the isolator remain together in case the damping material like rubber, felt, pad, cork, etc. fails. It should be just to keep the machine or unit in the safe position with respect to the support, because you can see here there is source, path and a receiver. In case path failures, that means the system failures to transmit the vibration, even in that case vibration machine and foundation should be in place. This is the vibrating pad composite material that absorb the vibration. This is the foundation and this is the isolator, this is the machine. Again one more example, this is the path, this is called path, इसको हम path बोलेंगे. ये सोर्स हो गया हमारा जहां पे मशीन माउंट होगा और दिस इज दी फाउंडेशन. अगेन यहां पे सोर्स, पाथ और ये फाउंडेशन. Commercially available isolator, these are few vibration isolating elements which are available in the market. The material normally used for vibration isolation are rubber, felt, cork, metallic spring, etc. These are put between the foundation and the vibrating body. Basically, rubber as an isolator is quite useful for shear loading. These are the electronic machine, because we have developed technically many devices that allow vibration. Basically, isolators are available for tension application as well or compression. When even lower stiffness are required, then it can be obtained with coil spring. Pneumatic spring can be also employed. The stiffness of pneumatic spring is controlled by their inflation pressure. We make fluid pressure to make it very effective. यहाँ पे फ्लूइड रहता है जहाँ से हम लोग external force लगा. There are some more example of commercially available elastomer isolator. I have already told rubber as an isolator is quite useful for shear loading. Its sound transmissibility is very low. Its properties are influenced by heat, gasoline, oil, etc. So it can be used. It cannot be used at high temperature in the presence of gasoline and oil. Otherwise, fire will take place. It is preferred for light loads and high frequency oscillation. The damping factor of felt is high. Felt is again a material. Its damping property is very high. So it is especially used for low frequency ratio, क्योंकि damping high speed पे फेल कर जाता है. Its pad are put between the machine and the support. It is preferred to use many pads at a time rather than a single large pad of the same size. Cork is also a suitable material, suitable isolator for compressive load. It is not perfectly elastic. At high loads it becomes more flexible at high load. That is the property of cork. How to select the isolator? One more isolator that I would like to discuss here. Metal spring used are of two types, helical and leaf spring. The spring has high sound transmissibility which can be reduced by covering it with pads, felt, cork, rubber, etc. The spring can be used in all working conditions because it is not affected by air, water, oil, temperature, etc. They are useful for high frequency ratio. That means springs are always used for high speed machines. Now come to the isolator selection. Isolators are usually specified by their static deflection F naught by K that I have already, क्योंकि एम्पलीट्यूड जब निकालते थे तो F by K अपन 1 माइनस फ्रीक्वेंसी रेशियो का स्क्वायर का अंडर रूट. That means कि isolator usually specified by their static deflection. When the weight of the machine is placed on them, this is equivalent to specifying their stiffness and has the additional benefit of making it easy to calculate the system natural frequency. The coil spring isolator are available up to 3-inch static deflection. If more flexibility is needed, here springs are used. The natural frequency of the system, assuming single degree of freedom, can be calculated by this easiest formula, either K by M or G by delta or 1 by delta if you take the value of G. This is the static deflection in inch. How this is available in the market? क्योंकि आप मार्केट में जाते हैं और आइसोलेटर आप मांगते हैं तो वो आपसे दो चीज पूछता है कि आपका स्टैटिक डिफ्लेक्शन कितना है. We must be knowing whether it is 0.5 inch, 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. It is up to market 3 to 5 inch maximum available is there. तो उसके हिसाब से आपका ऑलरेडी फ्रीक्वेंसी यहाँ कैलकुलेटेड है, तो फ्रीक्वेंसी आपको वह बताएगा और उस फ्रीक्वेंसी का आइसोलेटर आपको दे देगा मार्केट में. Important consideration with the vibration isolator selection is: 1. Machine selection. Avoid sensitive area and adopt rigid foundation that can absorb the vibration little amount and it will support the path. Proper size of isolator unit. ऐसा नहीं कि जितना का बाबू नहीं उतना का खिलौना हो जाए, जितनी की मशीन नहीं उससे कि ज़्यादा आइसोलेटर पे आप खर्च कर दें या स्पेस ले लें. That you have to consider during the design process. That is the correct stiffness of the unit, sufficient travel to prevent bottom out during shock load or during system startup and shutdown. Location of isolator should be equally loaded, uniformly loaded, and machine should be at a level. Further adjustment: spring should have free to travel, should not be fully compressed, not hitting a mechanical stop, otherwise spring will lose its mechanical property, that is the stiffness. Fifth point is stability. Sideways motion should be constrained, restrained with snubbers. वहां पे आप कुछ लगा दें ताकि साइड मोशन ना हो. The diameter of the spring should also be greater than its compressed height. यानी कि टोटल सॉलिड लेंथ जो होता है उससे स्प्रिंग का डायमीटर हमेशा ज्यादा होना चाहिए. इन केस ऑफ आइसोलेशन फॉर द स्टेबिलिटी, आइसोलेटर स्प्रिंग शुड ऑक्युपाई ए वाइड फुटप्रिंट फॉर द स्टेबिलिटी. सिक्स्थ पॉइंट इज एलिमिनेट वाइब्रेशन शॉर्ट सर्किट. ये भी कई बार देखा जाता है कि मैकेनिकल कनेक्शन बिटवीन मशीन एंड फाउंडेशन विच बाईपास द आइसोलेटर, क्योंकि आप डायरेक्ट कनेक्शन कर देते हैं कहाँ, मशीन से फाउंडेशन में, चाहे वो पाइप हो या कंड्यूट हो या बेंडिंग स्प्रिंग हो या स्नबर हो या कोई भी मैकेनिकल स्टॉपर हो. दैट मस्ट पास थ्रू द पाथ, accordingly it should be adjusted, otherwise there is no meaning of isolation here. Fail safe operation: should be a spring break or become deflated, you must have mechanical support on which the machine can rest without tipping. कई बार यदि आइसोलेशन फेल हो जाए तो ऐसा नहीं कि फाउंडेशन भी अचानक से फेल हो जाए. फाउंडेशन शुड बी एज strong as it must support the machine even without isolation for a moment. Further, additional guidance of the isolator can be found in the SRAY application of handbook. SRAY is a design data book. I hope you have understood the concept of vibration isolation. I suppose you have subscribed this channel. Please like and share with your classmates. Thank you very much.